Hi my beauties, how are you? How are you doing today? Welcome back. Hey girl, hey. If you like this look and you want to learn how to recreate it, please keep watching. Today I put up a poll and I asked you guys whether you would want to see a super colorful look or a winter glam. Secretly hoping you'd say winter glam because that's my shit right there. Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to try and make the video a little bit different. I'm going to obviously go through the steps with you, but some of the stuff I am going to speed up in between. Otherwise this video will be approximately 4 years long. Which, I mean, we don't have anything better to do right now. Hashtag isolate. So for today I'm going to be using a different primer. I'm going to be using Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It is the pore minimizing primer. So I'm going to pop a little bit of that on my face. I do use a lot of makeup brushes during makeup, but for primer, I pretty much always put my primer on with my hands. It warms the product up and I just feel that it kind of goes into the skin a little bit better. So I must admit, with this primer I do see a visible difference. I really do. I don't know if you guys can see that. My skin is a little bit red because I did dermaplane myself. So if it looks a little bit aggravated, that would be because of me. But yeah, you can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but my pores in this general area and kind of around my nose and everything look less when I put that primer on. So that's awesome. It doesn't actually shrink your pores, I wish, but it does look, it looks really nice on. So we're now going to grab our foundation. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible. We spoke about this in my last video of the contouring and highlighting. Alrighty, so my mirror is just over here. Hey girl, hey. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, and we're just gonna go in and we're gonna put our foundation all over the face. One more note, if you do not feel confident with eyeshadow, say that you're a beginner or you just wear eyeliner every day and you want to try eyeshadow out, I would suggest maybe doing these steps in reverse. I would suggest maybe doing your eye makeup first and then going in and doing your foundation and concealing and everything, because you can clean up a lot of places with foundation and wipe away and things like that. So for a beginner, I do highly suggest that. I know a lot of advanced pro makeup artists that still do it that way around. Alrighty, so now we are going to highlight and contour. So today I'm going to use a powder called, it's the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm sure you guys have seen it if you do watch YouTube. Quite a lot of artists use this. So the only thing I hate, and so does everybody, is the packaging, because I feel like I waste so much product. So what I'm actually going to do now, what I like to do is when I'm finished one of my Laura Mercier's or one of the other powders that come in this type of packaging, I keep the packaging and I normally decant my RCMA into packaging like this. It saves a lot of product. See, with this packaging, if you look on the inside, it's got a tiny little lip and you can kind of go in there with a knife and just pop it up. And yeah, it works. So I normally decant my powder into there and now I can just dip my sponge into it, which makes so much. Okay, so the one thing that is different when I do this kind of eye look as opposed to, for instance, a very natural eye look, is that I will bake the bottom, well, the underneath of my eyes I know that's more than just under my eyes, but that section that I do of baking, I will normally leave that there. Also, when you're setting your eyes, I'm going to zoom you guys in. If you can see on my eyelid how it's creased. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're blending that away before you set it, because it will set in creases, which is not fun. Okay, I'm going to do a light setting over the rest of my face. And now that we're looking like a powdered donut, we're going to move on to our eyes. Okay, so I'm going to do my brows first. I'm going to be using the Brow Zings Pro palette from Benefit. It's lovely. It's so nice. I wish that we had brow kits that were this nice when I freelance. Okay. You see, my brow, I think they're being fleeky today. I think this is a sassy brow. It's a sassy brow, folks. Okay, so my brows have permanent makeup on them. They are very full of hair. Well, not very full. They used to be very full. They're fuller than a lot now. But they do have permanent makeup underneath them. I have micro shading, otherwise known as ombre brows, otherwise known as a powdered brow. There's a lot of information. But mine were done years ago. So they are faded. Not badly by any means, but they faded lighter. And when I'm not wearing makeup, or when I'm wearing very natural makeup, I don't fill them in. But when I'm wearing a full glam face, I fill them in. I feel like it looks very strange when people don't fill their brows in if they've got the rest of their face as full glam. It almost looks too flat. Like powder adds a dimension. I don't know, it might just be me, but I feel that way. So what I'm doing, I'm going to show you on the other brow. I'm using the darker of the two powders and an angled brush. This angled brush is the best angled brush I have ever used. It's got a spoolie on the other side of it. Unfortunately, it's always sold out. Like always. It's very upsetting. So I'm going in with the darker color. And I'm going to draw a line. So I personally make very short little strokes. I feel like it's easier to not mess up. My English is amazing, honestly. If you guys don't stay for the makeup content, you're definitely gonna stay for the thesaurus that is me. Okay, so on the back of the brow there, I'm gonna do, well, I was thinking of doing a more in-depth eyebrow, because I had somebody ask me about eyebrows. So I was gonna do like more of an in-depth video. So if you guys would be keen for that, let me know. Okay, so then for in the front, I'm gonna take the lighter color and always tap your brush off, no matter what you are using, unless it's like liquid eyeliner or a liquid product. But when it's a powder product, you always tap off. In the front here, see, this is the reason I love this brush, because the width of the brush is the same width as my eyebrow. It's just a beautiful thing. Okay. So I go in with the lighter color in front, kind of fluff them up a little bit. Make sure there's no gaps. I do have a little bit of a gap in this brow. I need to have my permanent makeup touched up. Okay. So now I'm going to take the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I love this. I have two brow mascaras that I use, and these are them. So the one is from MAC. It is a tinted brow mascara. Is it called a brow mascara? Why do I feel like that sounds so stupid? Brow Ebony Makeup. I don't want to know that you're from Toronto. Okay, so anyway, this is a tinted one. This one is a clear one. I prefer the brush on the clear one. I know my brows are very in your face right now, but it will look good when we have modern day raccoon eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna brush through my brow. I brush directly up in the front and then kind of slant them down. I love the whole laminated brow look. All you young people with the great natural eyebrows that didn't go through the over tweezing phase, holler at me so I can laminate your eyebrows, because I want to. I just want to touch people's eyebrows, and it's not in a weird way, it's just I feel so passionately about it. Okay, moving along. This is going to be like an R-rated channel because I'm weird. So we are going to do our eyes now. Okay, our wee little eyeballs. After I brush that down here, there's like 2 hairs in this brow that just do not cooperate. Rude. So for eyes today, I forgot about this and I'm so sad. I had a friend of mine on Instagram. Well, she's a friend in real life. Kim. She reminded me of this the other day, and I don't know why I forgot. I forgot that I had it. I mean, I didn't forget that I had it. I just haven't used it in a while. So we're going to use this today because I know that it is more regularly and easily available. A lot of my makeup is from overseas, either from ordering from Muse Beauty. Awesome shop. Very reliable. Another nice thing about this palette is that it is very affordable, which is awesome. I haven't checked the price in a little while, but I really don't remember it being expensive, so I will pop that down below for you guys if you'd like to. This is the Swear By It palette from NYX or NYX, however you guys pronounce it. I am going to grab a fluffy brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the brushes that I'm using, obviously, as well. Okay. So this brush is from Morphe. The number has rubbed off, but it is a eye fluff. So I'm just dipping into the shade right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. So if you look in a mirror, okay? And you tilt your head down and you look up with your eyes. The section that folds in, okay, that you can no longer see, is your lid. Above that, where the eye creases, is your crease, okay? So when people say apply makeup in your crease, they mean that it's kind of that transitional period between below brow and eyelid. So I'm going to put this color throughout my crease. And we're blending, and we're blending. Guys, who've seen that video of that girl talking about how makeup like confuses men and bewitches men, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I nearly weed. It was brilliant. It really was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Who needs air when you have another man's money? I don't know, I might do a TikTok of that. I really enjoyed that. Okay, guys, I am blending as if my life depends on it. Okay, the thing with great eye makeup, blend it. Blend that. Just keep blending. And then when you think you've blended too much, you might have, and then you just put more powder on top. Do you know what I mean? Be the Dory of makeup. Just keep blending, just keep blending. Everybody wants to blend. Okay. Okay, so you see how that color is through the crease. It's not exactly on the lid. I mean, even if I did put some on the lid, I wouldn't be too worried. And it's kind of left some section underneath my brow in order for me to highlight. Okay, so it's blown out, but it's neat. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this deeper, like almost more reddy type situation. I'm going to use the same brush. And I'm going to go over kind of what I did, but just in the outer V of the eye. So when people talk about the outer V, what they mean is that it's also called a C-curve eye. And like, clients don't ask you for that, you know what I mean? They don't go, oh, I want a C-curve with a higher dimension, blah. No, they're like, I want that thing where it's darker here and lighter here, you know what I mean? So that's what it is, that thing. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a fade from darker to lighter. So I'm taking that color again, that kind of like burgundy shade, and doing the same on this side. There really is no trick to getting products to blend like better. You just have to sit there like that SpongeBob meme, 5 eternal days later. Okay, I think I might be wrong, but I think the camera's like adjusting the whole time. I don't know. I looked in the viewfinder now, but I don't know. I might be very, very wrong. So I'm just gonna, so I just zoomed you out a little bit. Also, please excuse the like bun. I do love my hair like this, I'm not gonna lie, but I always do my hair after my makeup. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that blend. If you are not 100% happy, what I'm going to show you is I like to use a few different brushes. Obviously, it's unhealthy. The amount that I like brushes is unhealthy. I'm aware of that, okay? But it could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. Okay, so I went in with the Morphe to apply the color as well as do some blending. Then what I'll do is I'll go in with a slightly fluffier brush. I guess these are, they're very similar in fluffiness, but I'll go in with a clean fluffy brush, and then I'm going to go in, what you can do is you can put like a skin color. Did you guys ever used to call your crayon skinny color? Because I said that to someone the other day and they were like, huh? I don't know, I did. So you can take a skin toned color and go over the edges to make sure that it's blended out. Alternatively, you can just use a clean brush. This is why you'll notice with my translucent powder, I set my eyes before I put any powder on them. A lot of people use, for a blended look like this, if I want to pack color on and I've got a wet primer underneath it, that's fine. But if you want kind of this blown out soft eye, I would suggest, even if you use an eyeshadow primer, to set the eyeshadow primer again with a skin toned color and then go over it and work with your makeup. It also makes your eyes a little bit more vibrant because it covers any little blood vessels or any imperfections that you might have on your eyelids, which is quite helpful. I'm going to zoom you in so that you guys can see my eye. I'm going to do my winged liner. Winged liner is different every single day. Okay, let me actually, let's talk about this. Okay, there is no right way and there is no wrong way to do winged eyeliner, just like there is no right or wrong way to do makeup. So this is the way that I do my winged eyeliner, and I think that it's beneficial to watch more than one video because you might find a tip, maybe what I'm showing you doesn't make sense, maybe it does, but you will eventually find kind of what works for you. I suggest practicing, guys. Practice makes perfect. I'm a singer and I used to perform a lot when I was younger, so I've been doing my makeup, and typically cat eye or stage makeup normally involves quite a big cat eye and a lot of eyeshadow and things like that. So that's basically where I get my practice in from, and I love a wing. I love a wing. Oh my gosh. In fact, when I go to work and I don't have winged eyeliner on, people ask me if I'm ill. I'm like, thanks, no, I'm just tired. Today I'm going to use the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner because I figure if you're at NYX buying the palette, you might as well buy eyeliner. Makes sense, no? It's for science. Do it for science. Okay, so the first step that I do is I place a line, okay? Some days this line ends there. Some days I am Priscilla Presley reincarnated. So step one, we have our line. Step 2. I'm going to draw another line in a triangle towards my eyelid. Okay, then I go in. Okay, so that's what I'm going for today. It works. I'm going to zoom you out. I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Okay, I'm going to draw. I like to draw, if I look at where the tail of my brow is, I like to draw kind of towards the tail of my brow, not straight up and not flat. Again, this really does depend on your shape of your eye, what kind of wing you want. Do you want it to be more dramatic? Do you want it to be more subtle? It really depends on what you're going for. So I'm pretty happy with those wings. The thing is about wings, what you can do is you can get yourself a tub of these, I don't know if that's gonna focus, a tub of these earbuds with the tip. And you can go in and make little corrections, like they're on the inside. Now what we're gonna do, now that the eyeshadow is on, we're going to go in with a fluffy brush and we're going to wipe away that situation. Okay, then from there we're going to do the bottom of the eye. So now I'm going to grab a smaller pencil. I'm going to zoom y'all on in. This is the E30 pencil brush by Sigma. I have a few of them. There's another brush here that is by Zoeva and it is the 231 Luxe Petite Crease. So that one's also a smaller, look, it's bigger than the pencil brush quite a bit, but it's good for a smaller area to be able to diffuse the product. Okay, so let's go in with our pencil brush first. What I'm going to do is, actually no, I'm gonna go, so let's go in with our miniature fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip into the first color that we started with on the top of the eye, that kind of like deep orange. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it underneath my eyes. Okay, that's also again just gonna give me a transitional color to help blend the darker color. Then I'm gonna go in with the burgundy shade, tap off, and I'm gonna go in the outer corner. Okay, because this is a glam makeup, I'm definitely going to put a highlight on the inside of my eyes, on the inner corner of my eyes. Okay, and what I do when I do the bottom of my eye as well is I will take the color underneath my eye, but also kind of up to the wing a little bit, so it almost blends the whole situation. Does that make sense? Also have eyeshadow. Okay. So we're gonna leave that like that for now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put some mascara on. What we're going to do now is contour our face. So when you put the lash on, you want to look down. These lashes I've already cut to the size of my eye. What I mean by that is if you buy a set of lashes and you put them on and they're poking you and hurting you, they're probably just too long. Normally you have to trim lashes to fit your eye. They kind of come in a one size fits all. So this one I have trimmed. What I'm doing is I'm looking down and I'm placing the lash as close as I can to my lash line. And I stuck it down in the middle, and now I'm going to the outer edges. The other side. And do exactly the same thing. So what you can do now is you can take the tips of your fingers and go in and kind of pinch them, and voila, we have lashes. Okay, so the color that I've chosen for today is Calabasas. Oh, guys, TikTok is running my life. Calabasas. Killed husband, man. Okay. I have a problem. So what we're going to do now is we're going to apply Calabasas by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It is a nice plum, I would say probably like a plum berry. I don't know, it's nice for winter. And finally, what we're gonna do, check up our Fix Plus. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you learned something cool today. Anyway, let me know down in the comments if you want to see anything specific or if you enjoyed today's look, and I will see you very, very soon. Mwah. Somebody come get her, she dancing like a stripper. Hey, somebody come get her, she dancing like a stripper. I should not be allowed on the internet.